Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
On the season finale of Skilltree Workplace Excellence, we bring you a global giant known for its top-notch standards in people practices and revolutionary HR policies. We are going to decode the work culture at the Tata Group. Starting with the company that has a glorious legacy of over 100 years, Tata Steel, along with Tata Global Beverages, an integrated beverage business and one of the most recognized and loved brands in the country, Titan.
My research and understanding, I arrived at 4 factors which I think are key to the longevity of the Tata Group. First, the Tata Group has had a principled approach to business. Second, I think the Tata Group has been very purposive. It has invested a lot in industries which are important to the nation where it has grown. Third, not just purposive to the nation but the community has been at the center, at the core of the Tata Group. Tata Group has been pioneering. It has consistently set its best foot forward and entered industries which are very relevant for tomorrow. And the fourth reason that I came across is the Tata Group knows that it is not perfect. It knows that like any human being or any enterprise, it is imperfect.
Founded by Jamsetji Tata in 1868, the Tata Group is a global enterprise headquartered in India. The global conglomerate comprises over 100 independent operating companies functioning in more than 100 countries across 6 continents. The group's mission is simple: to improve the quality of life of the communities they serve globally through long-term stakeholder value creation based on leadership with trust.
Tata Group is a very fair employer. The Tata Group has consistently believed, and I think through its actions, I have seen that it has been consistently fair to its employees. Second, I regard the Tata Group as being a caring employer. It cares for its people. And third, I think the Tata Group is also a very progressive employer. It puts in place policies which are progressive, puts in place work environments which are progressive, which are happy, and which I think contribute to very conducive atmosphere.
As a group, Tatas have intrinsically believed in the power of diversity and inclusion. And supporting the cause, the Tatas have launched a group-wide initiative that embraces 6 lakh people belonging to more than 100 nationalities.
When you look at the Tata Group, each company has a body and mind of its own. But it's one thing that actually pulls us all together. It is one Tata soul. At the group level, there are certain aspects where we support. For example, leadership development is an area where we articulate the competencies that will take us into the future, or defining the quality of life for our people. We are actually looking at a framework that will help us enhance our commitment to our own people.
The Tata Administrative Services Program is a flagship initiative started to create leaders for the future, which was conceived and nurtured by their former chairman, J.R.D. Tata. Tata Administrative Services is a premier leadership program in the country and has equipped almost every industry with top-level leaders and pioneers.
Here you have leaders who listen to people, and I think that's a very, very important facet. Second, leaders are very comfortable empowering others. A third aspect is that if I'm looking at myself, especially when I'm looking at a career ahead of me, I want the organization to be able to understand my potential and find ways to harness it.
The Tata Management Training Center, one of the leading institutes in the country, was built to serve as an educational institution that would assist, foster, cultivate and contribute to the development of professional management for the economic development of the country.
I started in sourcing and finally I'm ending up in strategy. So you travel the whole gamut. In between I did a little bit of sales, I did a little bit of investment banking, so on and so forth. The other great opportunity which we have is you can move industries and geographies, which is extremely rare. And that's where the whole power of the group comes in, because we are present today in more than 80 countries. We are present in every sector that is important for nation building, and that's the opportunity which is amazing about them.
This is one place where we are deeply committed to the quality of life of our employees, which is based on the foundation of happiness at work.
The Tata Steel Group is the world's second most geographically diversified steel producer. Established in 1907 as Asia's first integrated private sector steel company, over the years Tata Steel has enriched the glorious legacy handed over by its founder Jamsetji Nasarwanji Tata. The group places equal emphasis on both stakeholder value creation and corporate citizenship. Tata Steel is a Fortune 500 company with operations in 26 countries, commercial presence in over 50 countries and 80,000 employees across 5 continents.
We led the way in many of the people practices. We were the first, probably in the world, certainly well before the laws came into force, we were the first to have an 8-hour working day. We were the first to provide medical benefits to employees. We were the first to provide maternity leave. And all this happened in the 20s and 30s when a lot of these practices didn't exist even in the Western world. So we have a rich legacy. We have a fantastic structure and culture in place of union and management working together.
What sets Tata Steel apart is not just extent or magnitude of its operations, but the excellence of its people, innovative approach and overall conduct.
I've seen Tata Steel as an organization which actually practices a lot of informal and formal structures based on which the performance culture of the organization creates a pull for the employees of this company and increases the level of emotive connect between the employee and the company.
Safety has to be led from the top. I have to walk the talk to start with, and so the responsibility first and foremost is on me and the leadership team. As far as the employees are concerned, we create an awareness, we train them. We've gone through this journey for the last 10 years. We've used the best of consultants from across the world to drive this journey. On the digital journey, we have a good reverse mentorship program. So all of us in the leadership team have mentors who people who joined the organization less than 5 years back.
Compassion and the larger good of employees has been an inbred quality in the employees that trickles down right from the top of the workforce pyramid. The culture of transparency, continuous improvement, working together and responsible corporate citizenship has gone a long way to build a committed workforce proud of its industrial harmony for over 8 decades.
We have a lot of formal structures like communicating through dialogues, senior dialogues and general dialogues where the senior management of the team of the company has town halls effectively with the people. It is actually a very good forum or a platform for opening up thoughts and ideas. You have very high level of freedom, and it's not only today, it's historically.
There are many initiatives that have been taken up to boost the employee engagement in the organization, including the 5-day work week, satellite operation policy, working together through joint consultations, and employee assistance program for emotional well-being of employees and their families.
For performance enhancement for anyone, one is the clarity. Second is that all kind of support needed, which will help the person. Third is that the coaching, the support coming from the bosses, mentoring part of it, so nurturing aspect. In the job itself, there should be enough juice for individual to feel contributing, which means challenge should be there. So all these points, everything is put together through different subsystems that we have.
Training programs are assigned as per the need and inclination of employees. As a learning organization, they encourage their employees to imbibe and share knowledge through various platforms. Tata Steel provides a variety of experiences to its employees through cross-functional task forces, short-term strategic projects, and rotation to different or associated functions, along with movement to other group companies.
Right from the employee to the employee's family to everyone who is in and around the place where we work, we try to provide all kinds of facilities and opportunities. To share a few, we have provided best of sports facilities all across.
Tata Main Hospital, established in 1908, was the first medical center set up by the group. It is now one of the major healthcare centers in Jamshedpur. The group takes care of its employees monetarily and physically through various schemes, such as free medical and emotional assistance, executive health checkups, even for the spouses.
People are the integral part of the system. They are everywhere, but I think Tata Steel really goes an extra step to take care of their employees.
At Tata Steel, the management realizes that there is no one size that fits all when it comes to employee welfare and policies. Their HR policies are very contemporary and takes care of the nuanced needs of its various workforce segments.
We take care of our employees. We have a very strong pipeline. We are very happy to invest in people. I think we invest and develop people a lot more than many other companies.
With practices that set industry standards, Tata Steel continues to remain one of the most preferred employers in India. Tata Global Beverages is an integrated beverage business that endeavors to become a global leader in branded natural beverages through innovation, strategic alliances, and organic growth. The organization employs over 3,000 employees worldwide. Around 250 million servings of their brands are consumed every day around the world.
We are fully aligned with the Tata Group culture. And I think we take great pride across in the company being a Tata Group. Therefore, trust is quite a central word which runs commonly across. And the trust comes from being very consumer-centric and being a very sustainability-focused company. The culture is non-hierarchical. It's very informal. It's a culture where everybody calls everybody, including the CEO, by first name. And we believe that we want to, being an FMCG company, unleash the biggest creative potential of our people in this fast-moving FMCG industry.
The organization has evolved from their strong heritage in tea plantations to a marketing and branding-focused organization with a portfolio of dynamic brands. The vision of TGBL is to be the most admired natural beverages company in the world by making a big and lasting difference in tea, coffee and water.
What makes the company a great place to work at? It's the opportunity to be experiencing a global career. It's about different cultures, heritage, experiences, but most importantly, a company that deeply believes in values and principles, a company that deeply believes in consumer centricity and living up to the trust of the consumer, and deeply believes in innovation and agility, because it's the innovation culture which has to keep companies like this ahead, and that is something very exciting.
The company has various policies that take care of different needs of their employees. For example, the maternity benefit grants 4 months of leave, which is higher than the statutory limit. The company also covers the cost of travel and accommodation for an attendant till the child attains 2 years of age, along with creche expenses. The company also allows for a flexible work arrangement for new mothers.
In the last 3 years, we have put in a lot of initiatives in place on employee engagement. One key initiative, what we call it, is YOU. It's a survey that we do with the Gallup, which we ask the employees to really reflect on what do they feel about the organization, the leadership, the levels of engagement, their career growth, and based on that we have worked on many actions as an organization. One key way we engage our employees through our technology platform, since we are spread all over the world. We have clear categories of people who are recognized by the managing director and the senior leadership in a public forum. Things like how do you grow your market, any good innovation that you have done in organization, manufacturing excellence, truly delivering on your values. So one platform we have is an annual recognition award, which is global, It's not just confined to one region, and it culminates into an annual ceremony called the Perfect Cup Awards. Brewing Brilliance is a platform where people get an opportunity to recognize each other, people get an opportunity to give a pat on the back of the good job they are doing, and then you have the annual recognition award.
Tata Global Beverages fully covers employees' medical expenses during service under a medical insurance policy. TGBL subscribes to a group health insurance policy for superannuated employees at reduced premiums under group rates. The medical benefit thus secured under the policy covers both hospitalization and OPD expenditure. Children of retired employees are covered only up to the age of 24 years. All retired employees and spouses continue to be beneficiaries of the medical scheme.
Attrition is not very large in this company. That doesn't mean that we are not performance oriented. I think we have a history of acquisitions. We have a history of long tenures of each of the organizations that has become part of the Tata Global Beverage. So we have employees with very long tenure, loyal, committed to the Tata brand itself. That's what really attracts them to be here. And we have a younger set of employees to whom we create a lot of opportunities to grow in the company, to be part of the growth of this organization. So obviously, as you grow, as the organization grows, there are ample opportunities for people to grow within the organization.
The company assists employees for house building support once during their tenure. This benefit is provided up to separation from TGBL or repayment of loan, whichever is earlier.
TGBL as a company does invest in its people, and the culture of having a great workplace to go to daily, that has been the driving force.
I think the way the company deals with its employees as far as giving responsibility and accountability is a very, very big learning, and I don't think any other company has this to offer.
Titan Company, a joint venture between the Tata Group and the Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporation, commenced operations in 1984 under the name Titan Watches Limited. Titan Company is the fifth largest integrated watch manufacturer in the world. In addition to Titan, the watch brand, Titan Company has also built Tanishq, the leading jewelry brand, over the past few years. Titan Eye Plus is the third major line of consumer business, which also ventured into the eyewear segment. These brands are among the most recognized and loved brands in India. In addition, the company retails personal accessories such as bags, belts, wallets, and most recently, perfumes.
There is a lot of comfort in this company for people, and that comfort comes out of a great degree of transparency in the leadership team and with the people of this company, as well as the associates of our company. So transparency, and transparency, I believe, leads to trust. A high level of both personal and professional integrity amongst the leaders. The other bit is we are very non-hierarchical in our approach, and therefore very democratic in a way. The group and Titan following that one philosophy of respect for the individual, that it's not just respect for employees as a group, but at an individual level. What attracts a youngster to this company is that it is continuously exploring. It permits people to take risks and experiment. It gives a lot of freedom to people. And we, at a very early stage in their career, they get a width of exposure which I wouldn't say unparalleled, but very few companies can give.
Titan has policies that enable Titanians to lead a good lifestyle. Assets at residence policy entitle employees to a certain sum which they can utilize to buy assets for their residence. These assets could be anything ranging from furniture, kitchen appliances, white goods, even computers and mobile phones. The company also provides loans covering many life events including medical emergencies, marriage or a vehicle purchase.
There's a quarterly cascade of progress in the organization which is addressed to all employees across the organization. So employees know what the organization is looking at achieving. So there's a very, very high degree of clarity. The other element which I think improves engagement is giving people the freedom to operate in their space, and dare to try.
Titan's volunteering policy endorses their commitment towards corporate citizenship by allowing Titanians up to 6 days of paid time off to work on CSR projects.
All positions, when we look at people for different positions, it's always first look within. It's a program called Evolve, where all positions that we want to recruit for go on the internet, and employees, whether they are in manufacturing and look for a job in sales or vice versa, they can apply, right? And there's a process of selection that goes on. We have structured programs which enable people to accelerate their learning. We started a program a couple of years ago called Momentum, which has 3 levels to it: managing self, managing others, and managing managers, managing teams.
The company follows a 3-stage performance calibration process instead of the conventional force-fit bell curve approach. The organization's learning and development programs cover multiple organizational levels. They have programs for individual contributors, new managers, as well as the senior leaders. There is also a training calendar which provides for the more functional requirements that people have. The group has recently launched a Young Leaders program for the accelerated development of younger Titanians. Another gem from the group, the Emerging Leaders program, is poised for launch.
We have an internal program called the Outstanding Titanian and Dream Team. And these are, nominations that we seek from our employees about people, teams or individuals who have really performed beyond their call of duty. Criteria and the jury process is very tight. And these are the places, these are the times when people come together. Apart from that, also at store level employees, there is a lot of work that happens in terms of keeping them motivated, because they are standing on their feet day in and day out, selling to customers, smiling at customers, and there are a lot of activities that happen to keep them going.
It's a place which nurtures entrepreneurship. It lets you take your own risks, it lets you innovate, and it lets you experiment, and that's the core of even Titan, and it lets its employees do that, and that makes you a holistic professional.
The rewards and recognition framework has programs tailored to the needs of different locations and factories for recognizing various levels of performance. Impressions is the annual awards program designed and executed especially for their retail store employees.
I think every day at work, for me personally, is a day of joy. And I'm sure it is for many thousands of my colleagues across the Tata Group. And when you're happy working somewhere, when the place you go to every morning is a happy place to go to, that certainly makes it a great place to work.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.